Me, can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl JJ and I'm back with another video. So y'all, I'm coming at y'all with another story time, but before we get into the story time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, before we get into this video, I just want to mention my membership. If y'all aren't already signed up for my membership, please go do that. I will be dropping some story times in my membership, so check that out. I'll get the link for y'all too, because last time I mentioned it, y'all, I didn't even put no link for y'all to go find it. So I will put that in the description box below. So we're going to jump right into this video, and this is basically going to be a part 2 about Psycho and how he kept me in drama. After arguing with that girl for hours and hours and hours, the next day I basically told Psycho how I felt, and I didn't want to be in a relationship no more. I was just over it. I was tired of arguing with females, tired of just getting my energy all worked up and just irritated and mad when it came down to him. And we sat on the phone, we talked about so much stuff, and of course Psycho was able to redirect me into he just knew what he was doing, y'all. I don't know what that man would say. I can't even think of what he would say, but he would always get me right back to where he had me. So after all of that, all that drama, eventually I moved to Los Angeles, and I had moved in at my grandfather's house. So Psycho was homeless. He didn't have nowhere to go, and I would sneak him in from time to time. Not all the time, but just like a few nights out of the week. On the weekend, he had somewhere to go. Like, he had places to go. I felt like he just was hopping from girl to girl to girl. Like, I just feel like he was at everybody's house. So one day, he comes over. He spends the night. And he had just got a brand new iPhone. And we're just, like, talking, watching TV, just chilling, me, him, and Kamaya. And eventually, he falls asleep. And he didn't want to put his phone by where we were sleeping. He put his phone on the washing machine. So his phone goes off. He's knocked out. I'm about to go see who's texting us. I go look at the phone, y'all. I see two numbers. I mean, two names. The two names that I see is the girl that I was just arguing with, like, real bad. And then I see the big buff girl. The big buff girl that I was scared to fight. And I'm like, oh, no. No. You still talking to the big buff girl? Like, what? Hold on. What is going on? And y'all, I really felt some type of way because I'm like, oh, he's trying to play with me. Like, you're really trying to play with me. So I instantly just was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't care if I moved out here, you know, to be closer to him. I'm completely done with it. Like, I don't have time for it. I know my worth a little bit, like, at that time, you know, but I'm just like, yeah, this is weird. What am I here for if this is what you want? Like, if these are the people that you want, what do you got me for? So while he was sleeping, y'all, I wanted to smack him up out of sleep so bad, but I didn't. I was a changed woman, and I wasn't going back down that road again. But I said, you know what? I'm done. Tomorrow when he leave, I'm just not going to answer his calls no more. I'm not going to hit him up. I'm just going to go no contact, cold turkey. He gets up the next morning. You know, he's talking to me, but I think he kind of could feel the tension because I wasn't saying much. When I'm mad, I don't say much. I just look at you like you crazy. Like, I look at you like, what's up? Let's get down. So he was just like, you good? You good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. So he was just like, all right, you want to go get something to eat? I'm like, no, I'm not even hungry. So he left. He got some food for him and Kamaya. He came back. Him and Kamaya ate the food. And at that moment, I was just planning my exit. He ended up leaving because he wouldn't stay long when he did spend a night. He'll leave pretty much in the morning time. So when he left, I called my sister. I get on the phone with her, and I'm just like telling her basically, you know, what I saw on his phone. I couldn't get in his phone. Like, y'all, I didn't want to lock his phone, but I was trying to put codes in. Them codes was not working for nothing in the world, but I basically just told her on the screen that I saw two girls' names. So she just told me, girl, leave that man alone. Leave him alone because all he do is be on bullshit, and it ain't even worth it. Like, just leave him alone. I just completely just needed a break. Like, I needed to just get away and just, like, kind of just clear my mind. So when I was talking on the phone with my sister, I asked her, like, hey, can me and Kamaya come spend the night? She told me, yeah, y'all can come over. So we ended up going over there, spending the night. And it just kind of just felt good to kind of try to get Psycho off my mind because I just knew that if I would have stayed with him, it would just be so much drama. Later on that day, my best friend from 7th grade ended up hitting me up, and she was just like, hey, girl, I'm coming out there this weekend. Like, I would love to see you. So I was like, okay, cool. At this time, this is when I would take Kamaya back and forth to go see her dad, and her dad wanted her this week. So I was like, okay, I'll just take her. That'll be another break for me to get away from Psycho, and I could just go to the Bay for a few days, come back out here, and then, you know, chill with my best friend. So I do just that. I get me and Kamaya a bus ticket. I take her to go see her dad. I go pull up on my friends. You know, like I needed that break really, really bad. So I'm just like talking to my friends and telling them about the drama that I be going through with Psycho. And my homegirl was just like, girl, no, he sounds like a lot of just like, he just sounds so toxic. Like, get away from that. Like, you deserve so much better. Like, you're beautiful. You don't deserve to go through nothing like that. Be with somebody that's going to give you the same energy that you're giving them. Like, you deserve at least that much. And when she said that, it really stayed in my mind because I really was going above and beyond for this man. Like, if he needed something, I had him. If he needed somewhere to stay, like, I would let him come spend the night. Like, I was doing so much for this man. So I'm like, yeah, she's right. She's most definitely right. I stayed out there for a few days and, you know, visited my family. And I just had so much on my mind. I ended up going back to LA. Go link up with my sister, and I'm just telling her like, yeah, my friend is coming out here. If you want to hang out with us, like, we're gonna be doing like the beach, and she got a room, so we're gonna just like do a whole bunch of little things, like, if you want to come. Of course, my sister was down. So the day comes where my best friend is in LA. So I hit her up and I'm just like, hey, like, what are you doing today? And she was just telling me, I'm gonna take my baby to the beach. She ain't never been to the beach before, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, okay, well, what beach are you going to? Because I know all the good beaches. Like, I know which ones you should go to and which ones you shouldn't. So she was just like, okay, well, I'll just come your way. Maybe I could pick y'all up, or we could meet, or whatever the case may be. Like, let's just link up. So we put our plan in motion, and she ended up coming to pick us up, and we head to the beach. We ended up going to Manhattan Beach. And y'all, I do have a picture, but I have to look for the picture. So it was me, my best friend, my sister, and it was her daughter. And y'all, we just had a great time at the beach. Like, and it was so relaxing. Me and my sister needed it because, y'all, I don't know what it is, but me and her go through the same thing in relationships, like, around the same time. I swear, it never fails. It always is this way. So we really needed that break, and we're just having a good time at the beach, y'all. Like, we're just sitting in the sand. My best friend, she had some 1738. So y'all, we taking shots of that. Mind you, we didn't really drink. So yeah. And we're just like chilling. We're just talking about so much stuff. Me and my best friend, we're catching up. And I'm pretty much just telling her about my relationship. She's telling me about the stuff that she was going through. And at this time, she was going through a lot of stuff. My best friend ended up asking Simone, like, girl, you want to come back to the room with us? Because that's what, you know, we were going to do after the beach. So she agreed. We took her to her house so she can get her something. And then we headed to the hotel. We got to the hotel, everybody showered up, and we ate some food, and we're just like sitting there just chilling. Eventually, the baby had went to sleep, so we wanted to go get in the pool and a jacuzzi and just like chill and just have grown-up time. We did that, and we're just in the pool making videos, y'all. I'm making twerking videos because I was going to make Psycho mad whether he liked it or not. I don't care. I didn't want to be with him no more, but I still wanted to make him jealous so he could see like he's missing out on a good woman that can twerk in a pool. So we just sitting there still talking. We had so much to talk about, I swear. And then me and my best friend had to catch up too. So eventually we go back in the room, shower, get ourselves together for a bit, and then we knock out. So the next morning we get ourselves together, and then we go get us some breakfast, and we're just sitting there talking, having mimosas, eating a whole bunch of food, and just vibing. That felt so good because we all were going through something. So it just kind of just felt like just like a relaxing day. Eventually she dropped us back off at our grandparents' house. I ended up going there because I didn't want to go home. Me and my sister, we just like chilling and stuff. And her homie ended up hitting her up and was just like, hey, today is my daughter's birthday. We're going to throw a party for her at Chuck E. Cheese. Do you want to come? She told him she didn't want to come and that I was with her and that I was going to come with her. So he was saying he was going to pick us up later on that night. So we ended up going to go get the baby a gift. And then we got back home, got ourselves together and got ready. I don't know why we got dressed up like we were going to the club, but we did. Why was either one of us going to wear heels to Chuck E. Cheese? Y'all, I had on some heels that was like this thick. I had on a skirt and like a crop type of t-shirt. Like tank top. Simone had on a two-piece that was a crop top with some heels, and we really was finna go to that baby birthday party like that. But I don't know what happened, but eventually I think it was like the mama and daddy started fighting at Chuck E. Cheese or something to where he never came to pick us up. But we did take some cute pictures. Y'all know we loved our pictures. So we took some cute pictures, threw them up on the gram, and yeah, we just ended up going to bed. The next day is when I met Mac, and his brother took us out to eat and all of that. So that's when I had met Mac, and it was so close in between like me and Psycho and our breakup to where I didn't even care about Psycho no more. Like I was just like, Psycho who? Because Mac was really keeping my mind off of him. And Mac was just like a breath of fresh air. Like he was a real man. He wasn't talking about gangbanging in the hood and politicking and none of that. So I was just like, oh my God, like I like this man. So eventually, of course, me and Mac, we was going strong. One day he hit me up and he was just like, hey, my brother is cooking today. You and your sister should come over. I don't know what holiday it was. Probably like it was like one of them holidays where everybody be barbecuing and cooking, but I can't think of exactly which one it was. So he was just like, yeah, he gonna be cooking at his brother's house. He gonna bring a dish, and they wanted me to bring a dish. So I'm like, okay, I'll bring some macaroni and cheese. So that's what I brought. And at this time, I'm trying to think. I forgot what happened, but my sister did not want to be around his brother at all. Like she did not want to be around that man. And I think it's after they went on that date. I don't know. I can't think. Mac had came to pick up me and Kamaya, and my sister was gonna come a little bit later because she really just did not want to deal with Mac's brother, but she still did just want to come. We get there, and me and Mac taking little pictures and stuff, y'all. Like, we had took this cute picture where I'm, like, sitting on his lap. My hair was a mess. Like, my hair was a mess. And then it was another picture I had took of Kamaya. She was, like, sitting next to us on her little iPad, minding her business and stuff. And we just, like, having a good time. My macaroni and cheese just needed to go into the oven to kind of just, like, warm up a little bit. And Mac was barbecuing. His brother had made some food, y'all. Mac brother could cook, okay? That's one thing I will say that man can do. That man could cook a meal. So, yeah. And so I'm hitting my sister up because I'm just like, girl, what time are you coming? Like, where you at? So eventually my sister ended up coming, and y'all, so okay, so my sister was basically getting an Uber because Mac brother had Ubered her there. And when she got there, she had told me, like, oh, she's outside. So I told Mac brother, like, oh, okay, my sister's outside. Y'all, why this man get on a bike and go up outside, like, ride up on an Uber driver on a bike? I don't know if she told y'all that or not. I don't know. But, y'all, that mess was so funny because she was so irritated. So, off the bat, she did not want to be there because he really rode up on an Uber driver, like, talking mess to him on a bike. I don't know what was wrong with that man. I swear. So, yeah. We just sit there talking, and she's just like irritated, like so irritated to where like once she got there, we went inside the bathroom. We just started like talking, and then we had took some pictures. So while we're in there sitting there taking pictures, we're taking funny pictures, y'all, because we play way too much. And it's a picture of me holding my sister in a headlock, and she just looks so mad. And it was like some other cute pictures too, but I had threw all three of them on the ground because they all were super cute. We go out the bathroom, we eating. She's calm now. She's not even mad like that no more, but she's still kind of irritated, but she wanted some food. We all just eating, chilling, listening to music, just vibing. Mac brother would get so drunk and act a fool, okay? He was that person that get drunk and get violent. So we're sitting there talking and eating. I don't know what he said or what he did, but like he like tried to hit me, and then he did like hit me, and it hurt. So I socked him, and he flew across the table because it's like, bro, why are you playing with me? Do not play with me. I get that you're drunk, you're trying to have a good time, but you play too much. Stop playing with me. So at that point, my sister was like, yeah, it's time to go. Mac was just like, yeah, it is time to go because I'm about to beat my brother's ass. He ended up dropping us off at home, and as soon as we get home, y'all, soon as we get there, I check my Instagram. Why I see a comment from some Instagram that I don't know. I don't follow this person. The person don't follow me. And the Instagram name was like Raya something. That's what we're going to call her in the story. We're going to call her Raya. So I look at the comment, and the caption on the picture that I posted was like, that's your nigga, that's my nigga too. But it was a picture of me and my sister. Like we was just being funny. It wasn't towards nobody or anything of that nature. It was just like an insider that we have. So I see the comment, and it was just like, that's my nigga. And I was like, who is this? Like, who are you even talking about? Like, I was so lost. So I'm just like, but who are you talking about? Because what are you talking about? Who are you? And so she was just like, yeah, you and your sister fucked my nigga. And I'm just like, me and my sister fucked your nigga? Like, what? And I'm just like, girl, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. So me and her just like start arguing. Like we're literally going back and forth for hella long. So then my sister get into the conversation, and my other sister get into the conversation, and then my best friend get into the conversation. Because it's like, girl, you're trying to argue with me on a recent post. Everybody's about to get in this. Like, are you done? So we all just like cussing this girl out, and she just like talking mess, like, yeah, I'm home now, and that's my man. You better leave my man alone. Mind you, she's talking about Psycho, y'all. When I was looking at her name, I'm like, Raya. Who is Raya? But I'm like, this name sounds so familiar. So I was thinking, and I'm like, hold on. I remember one time when I was in Psycho's car, I was looking through his glove box, and it was a paper from CarMax, and it had the name Raya such and such such on there. So I'm like, I know this is not somebody from Psycho, and I have not even posted nothing about Psycho. Like, it's been like 2.5, almost 3 months. Like, I'm not even worried about Psycho like that. So I'm like, bitch, I know you was not hitting me up behind Psycho. Like, girl, I don't even mess with him no more. I'm like, but since you hitting me up, trying to press me over a nigga, I'm like, I might as well just call him up and go back to my nigga. I'm just talking mess, y'all. Like, that's what I do when I'm arguing. I just be saying stuff. I don't be serious. So she was just like, oh, you think you're going to go back to my man? That's my man. Like, y'all, she's getting herself worked up. So eventually we get on the phone. Don't know why we got on the phone, but we get on the phone and we're arguing. Like, I'm cussing her out. She's cussing me out. I don't even know why I was entertaining this. Like, I literally should have just blocked her and left it at that. But y'all, I like to argue. So we was arguing. And she was just like, oh, okay, it's cool. That's my man. He's going to come get me later on tonight. And I'm just like, girl, I don't care. I don't even mess with him no more. So she said, so I forgot what she said, but she said something that made me mad. So I'm just like, okay, location, like, where you at? Let's link up and let's fight, because you talking all this mess. Let's see if you really like that. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna hit you up in like 20 minutes with an address, and you can meet me there. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm telling my sister what's going on, and she was just like, oh, okay, cool. Mind you, neither one of us had a car at this time, so we were gonna take a Uber or a taxi to go fight. And I know that sound crazy. I know it sound crazy. In this right mind today, I would never do anything like that. So yeah, this was my young mind. So we getting ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to beat this girl up. Like, girl, stop playing on me. Because that was the principle about the whole situation. So I don't know why, but I ended up calling Psycho. And I had called his phone, and I'm just like, Psycho, who is Raya? Like, why is she hitting me up behind you? Like, I don't know why she's so pressed behind me. I don't even mess with you no more. And he was just like, Raya? What? Wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, Raya, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm like, one day when I was in your car, I looked through your glove box and I saw that Raya, that was the registered owner to that car. So he was just like, yeah, so about her. And he was like, she's fresh out of the mental hospital. I'm like, the mental hospital? So he's just telling me so much about this girl. And I'm just like, okay, Raya is a psychopath. He eventually told me she went to the crazy hospital because she tried to unalive her sister. Like, she came trying to unalive her. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I was really finna try to link up with this girl. And I was gonna try to take an Uber. Like, it was really finna go down. She was gonna unalive me. Like, I really was finna step into a lion's pen. And I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, Psycho, I really was trying to go link up to go fight this girl. He was just like, yeah, no, if I was you, I'll leave that girl alone. He was like, I don't even deal with her, so I don't even know why she hitting you up. I'm like, well, that ain't what she told me. She told me she about to link up with you tonight. And he was just like, yeah, no, that's out. I'm not messing with her. He was like, she's crazy. But he redirected it, y'all. He redirected all of that. So while we sitting there talking, he was just like, but I miss you. I love you. Like, can I come see you? And I was just like, yeah, no, Psycho, I'm cool. Like, you literally have some psycho girl that's fresh out of a mental hospital trying to start some drama with me behind you. If you think that I'm going to let you come pick me up and I'm going to ride around with you, you done lost your mind. I don't know what this crazy psychotic girl is capable of. If she tried to unalive her sister, she'll get me next. He was just like, man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I wish she would. Like, I wish she would play when it come down to you. He was like, but I love you and I miss you. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, Psycho. But I'm like, all right, I got to go. Because I was already, y'all, I was falling for Mac. I was falling for Mac, and I didn't want no problems when it came down to Psycho even thinking that I wanted to be with him. Like, I just had visions of me having Mac come pull up on me and then Psycho pull up. I was just like, yeah, no, I don't want none of them issues. So we just gonna keep this conversation cute and simple. So I was just like, yeah, no. And I ended up blocking his number after that because I didn't want no problems with Psycho because he was already a psycho. And Mac was a little crazy too. So the girl ended up never hitting me up, like saying anything to me, but I had texted her back and I called her a scary ass bitch because she never hit me up with that address. Although even if she hit me with the address, I would never went, but I still want to let her know, like, girl, you're not the only crazy one. I'm crazy too, boo. But yeah, that's basically like what happened. I didn't hear nothing else from that girl. She never said nothing to me. That was that. Psycho, of course, tried to hit me up on Instagram, but I ignored him because I was just like, no, I'm not letting nothing come in between me and Mac. Of course, Psycho never left me alone, y'all. He never left me alone. He still is bothering me till this day, okay? He is in prison, and he is bothering me still to this day. He literally just, like, sent me an email, like, yeah. But, yeah, y'all, that is the ending of this story time. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all, bye.